Howdy y'all, welcome back to another episode of Seasoned with Love. My name is Chef Omar, and today we're going to be making some delicious homemade popsicles. This is one of my favorite recipes to use because they're super simple, a great way to get the whole family involved, and also a delicious way to beat that summer heat. Let's get to it. First, we'll start by taking the top and bottom off of our watermelon. And today, we're going to be making some watermelon and lime popsicles. And right now, we're just taking the rind down the side of the watermelon. Now, we're aiming to get a nice cube on this watermelon. It's all gonna go in the blender so it doesn't have to be perfect. To make this a little easier, we're just gonna take our bowl, get our cutting board right over top, and we're just gonna kind of slide that all in. Now, we're going to take a 1-to-1 ratio of water and sugar. Stir until well combined, and we're just going to bring this to a boil on the stove. If you don't have the things to make simple syrup, you can always buy some at the store. And while we've got our simple syrup working on the stove, we're gonna go ahead and zest and juice 2 limes. And while we do that, we're gonna be sure to not include any of the white pith. That's going to ensure that our syrup doesn't get any of that bitter flavor. Now, we'll take our limes and very gently press and roll them against the board to loosen up some of that pulp and juice on the inside. We'll cut them in half. Now, we'll take our juicer and a vessel and just squeeze the lime juice out. Go ahead and kill the heat and drop our lime zest straight in and giving that a good stir around just to ensure everything floats about. And what we're doing right now is steeping the lime zest so that we get that aromatic flavor in our syrup. Now, we'll go ahead and start to fill our blender with our watermelon chunks. Feel free to just press those down. Follow with the lime juice. And now, we'll go ahead and kick that blender on. We'll start on low speed and slowly work our way up. And you may need to go through, turn your blender off, and press it down. Once we reach this stage, we'll go ahead and kill the speed on the blender, but we'll bring it back to low and slowly pour our syrup into the blender as we bring that speed up to high. And alternatively, you can have all the ingredients in the blender all at once if you'd prefer not pouring the sugar into the blender. Next, we'll take some little Dixie cups and we'll just start pouring that liquid in evenly. And you can use any cup at home if you don't have Dixie cups. But we'll give our mixture a nice little stir and we'll begin to pour. After you pour your liquid into the molds, we're just going to take a little bit of saran wrap and go right over top. The reason we do this is just to keep our popsicle sticks in place. Next, we're going to go through and take some pre-soaked popsicle sticks. We're doing this just so that the density of the popsicle stick doesn't float up above the popsicle while we freeze it. 24 hours later, good to take that cling wrap off and see how they turned out. Thank you all so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time when we cook something seasoned with love.